Welcome to English class. Today I am Rekanjali. I will teach you the supplementary reader Karna. Children, our two great epics are the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana, which talks about devotion towards one's parents and honor, and the Mahabharata, which abounds in characters who are the best models of the greatest qualities of man. There are so many characters are there in Mahabharata. It is very difficult to list out. Children, in this lesson, Karna is the main character. The writer has selected this character because though Karna was born in a royal family as the first son of Kunti, he was forsaken by his mother and he was brought up by a very ordinary old charioteer. Charioteer means who rides chariot. Chariot means Ratha. You might have seen in Mahabharata Ramayana serial the Ratha, the horse, will be running. Then in the Ratha, you know that. Today we say car driver. So charioteer means today what we call car driver, like that. Chariot means Ratha, like that. Those days royal families had chariots. Now this lesson about the writer I would like to say, I mean introduction I wanted to give. Sorry, I want to give introduction about the writer. Chakravarti Rajagopalachari lived in 1878 to 1972, was a lawyer, writer and statesman. He was an accomplished writer who made lasting contributions to Indian English literature. In 1951, he wrote an abridged retelling of Mahabharata in English, followed by one on the Ramayana in 1957. These stories were originally written in Tamil and were rendered into English mainly by Rajagopalachari himself. To have preserved the beauty and spirit of the great original in refined and simple English is an achievement of the highest order. He was also one of the founders of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, an organization dedicated to the promotion of education and culture. The episode you have read now are extracts from different chapters of this Mahabharata. Now, the lesson deals with various incidents in the life of Karna. Karna is the main character in this lesson. In Mahabharata, Dhritarashtra and Pandu are brothers. Dhritarashtra has 100 children called Kauravas, whereas Pandu has 5 sons called Pandavas. Among Kauravas and Duryodhana is the first son, whereas Yudhishthira or Dharmaraya is the first son of Pandu. You know, the first son of Kaurava was Duryodhana. The first son of Pandu was Yudhishthira, or one other name for Yudhishthira is Dharmaraya. Pandu wife is Kunti. Actually, Karna was the first born child of Kunti, but was forsaken. Forsaken means give up or reject by her as she was still unmarried. She left the child in the river in a box. The charioteer couple Adhiratha and Radha found him and brought him up in a very ordinary and simple way. From childhood, Karna was interested in archery. Somehow he learned by himself, and later he wanted to get a proficiency. He went and approached many teachers and even Dronacharya, a famous teacher who was training both Pandavas and Kauravas. He was teaching only for the royal family and also higher caste people. Dronacharya rejected to teach Karna because he was the son of charioteer. He said that he will teach only for the royal family and high caste people. Those days, caste was playing a vital role. Karna wanted to gain knowledge from the great warrior, sage Parashurama. Now, what he did, he went to Parashurama. Karna, him, Karna went to Parashurama in the disguise of Brahmana. Disguise means he told a lie because Parashurama he did not want to teach Kshatriyas. He had taken oath and he has taken oath that he will teach any caste and the Brahmanas other than Kshatriya. But actually, Karna belongs to Kshatriya clan by birth, is it not? Though he was brought up by charioteer son, he was original actual birth is Kshatriya. So, learning this, he told a lie to Parashurama that is a Brahmin. He learnt the usage of Brahmastra from the great sage. One day, a sage Parashurama slept with his head on Karna's lap. Lap means what? Today they will tell, no? So he was tired and then he told that he will sleep on his lap and then he passed asleep. When a stinging worm means uda, burrowed into Karna's thigh and blood began to flow. But Karna bore, bore means tolerated the pain without a murmur as he did not want to disturb his master's sleep. Parashurama woke up and saw the blood and questioned him to reveal the truth as a Brahmana cannot bear any sort of pain. The Kshatriyas are the great warriors. They have got strength and also they are always ready to wage war and fight in the war like that. So Karna revealed the truth and Parashurama in anger cursed him that he would forget the usage of Brahmastra at the time of its need. So Karna, though he learnt all the knowledge of archery, but he was cursed by Parashurama that he would forget all the knowledge of archery in the important time. After getting the curse, then he left Parashurama and then he was just coming to Hastinapura roaming. After learning the usage of various arms, a day was fixed for a test where Pandavas and Kauravas had to exhibit their proficiency in Hastinapura. There came Karna just wandering. Arjuna was, here I am telling about Arjuna. Arjuna was, you know, undisputedly the best, much to the wonder of the crowd and disgust of Duryodhana. Suddenly, Karna entered the arena and effortlessly duplicated all of Arjuna's feats. Duryodhana was so elated that he warmly welcomed him to their fold. Karna requested for one-to-one combat with Arjuna. Combat means fight. As the combat was about to begin, Guru Krupacharya said that combat can take place only among equals. Duryodhana immediately crowned Karna as the king of Anga. Anga is a kingdom, small kingdom. So Duryodhana made Karna as the king of Anga. Then he raised his status. The charioteer Adhiratha immediately entered the arena after the coronation, and Karna prostrated before him. Means he did no, that is what respect. He showed respect. Namaskara. They will tell no that one before him and with a deep reverence. Reverence means respect. At this sight, Bhima laughed and said that a son of chariot can only take and use of whip. Whip means what? Charioteer will use a whip to control the horse, you know that. So Bhima said that why you have taken archery, being charioteer's son, you take the whip. Somewhat he, you know, he teased, angered Duryodhana took Karna and rode away. Next, Indra, the celestial father of Arjuna, foresaw that the combat between Karna and Arjuna was inevitable. So he disguised means he pretended or he changed his dress himself as a poor Brahmin and asked Karna for his earrings and armor. See, children, while by birth Karna had gifted with the Lord Sun, with the armor to protect his body and earring. That's called Karna Kundala. Karna means key. Karna Kundala means one earring and armor, so that he will nobody will kill him. Follow? Nothing will happen. He will be will be protected very very safely. By listening to that, Indra now he got one cunning idea, and then he came to Karna, and as Karna had a very great quality, that is high generous he was. Anybody ask anything, immediately he was giving. Follow? Though Karna was aware of the identity of Brahmin, he gifted those items to him. Pleased with the act, Indra asked him for any boon he wanted. Karna requested for Indra's weapon, the Sakti. Indra agreed with a proviso means condition, that it could be used against only one time, after which it would return to Indra. Now, Indra, why he came to Karna, you know that Arjuna is son of Indra. So Dronacharya thought that the world only Arjuna should be the greatest archer. So he trained all knowledge of archery he taught to Arjuna. And also Indra also wanted his son only to be the greatest archer, and also he should not be killed by anyone. So he learned that Karna has got armor and kundala. If he removes that, then easily anybody can kill, or Arjuna can kill Karna in future in the war. Like that, made one great cunning idea, and then he took away armor and kundala from Karna. Next, the Mahabharata war, 14 days Mahabharata took place, and then from Kaurava side, Bhishma took lead. He was the captain or commander of the army. More days he was only, because it is very very difficult to defeat Bhishma. He was a great grandfather of both the families, but he was in the side of Kaurava because he was living in Hastinapura, so he had to support Kauravas only, no. So now Bhishma only was leading every day, every day, every day. Then one day what happened? Krishna made an idea to bring down Bhishma. So he brought Shikandi. Shikandi means half man and half woman. Follow? So Bhishma in the previous childhood, he had a curse from the Amba. He wanted to marry, he rejected. He won in the competition, but he rejected to marry Amba. There is a big story to tell children, but I'm giving you only lump sum here. Now that Amba desisted, what happened? Now she cursed Bhishma that after many births also she will be born. In the end, she will come like a Shikandi, and then I will kill you like that. She took oath and then cursed also. So she was born as Shikandi and then lived in the other Drupada kingdom. Now a time came, in the Mahabharata, Krishna got idea. If we bring that Shikandi to fight with Bhishma, then Bhishma immediately will arm down and then he will go out of the war field. So thinking that, he made this idea, brought a Shikandi, and then immediately Bhishma went out. He thrown that all his weapons, and then he went out that he will not fight in the war. Then but next what happened now? Next Karna was sent by Kaurava, that is Duryodhana, to the war field. In the war field, before going to the war field, what happened? Karna came to Bhishma, who was lying on the ark, arrow bed full of arrows installed by Arjuna, made bed on the arrow only, or arrow bed. He was lying. Bhishma was lying. So, to show the respect, Karna really he had a very great respect on Bhishma. He came to Bhishma and then spoke to Bhishma for a while. When Bhishma lay wounded and dying in the battlefield, Karna went to him to pay his respects. Bhishma blessed him and told him that he was in fact the son of Kunti, and asked him to go to the side of Pandavas and stop the war. Karna replied that he was indeed aware that he was Kunti's eldest born, but he was indebted to Duryodhana, who had supported him at the time of public ridicule. Ridicule means criticism. Anigisudo, okay. Bhishma thought for a moment and asked him to continue doing what he felt was right. Now Karna entered the war field as a commander and he started leading the army. Karna took the helm of Kaurava side and led the army to the battlefield. Arjuna and Karna waged a ferocious means very dangerous, dreadful, bhayanaka, they will tell, ferocious battle when suddenly Karna's chariot wheel got stuck in the mud. He requested Arjuna to wait while he pulled his chariot wheel out of the mud. He said that it was a ethical way to follow. But Lord Krishna questioned Karna where the ethics went when the Pandavas were humiliated repeatedly by the Kauravas. Karna was entertaining Duryodhana for all his misdeeds on Pandavas. So that was questioned by Krishna in the war field. Where is your ethics? That time why you did not follow any ethics? Now you are talking about ethics? He asked. They had gone even to the extent of outraging the modesty of Draupadi. Karna could not speak. When Draupadi was, brought into the assembly and then removed her, no, this one, insulted, then that time Karna also speaks that yes, let her be like that insulted in the public. He also ridiculed Draupadi. That Krishna reminded. So you ridiculed Draupadi in the assembly. Where your ethics went that time? Karna could not speak. Egged on by words of Krishna, Arjuna sent an arrow which severed Karna's head and then he was killed. Children, this is the story of, Karna. I'll read summary again. Karna was born in the world with his misfortunes, or you can say due to Karna of his parents. He was left by his mother or rejected after he was born. A Suta Putra named Adhiratha along with his Sutaputra, no, Shudra, sorry, Shudra named Adhiratha along with his wife brought him up with their sons. He grew to become a handsome and wise man and powerful warrior. Karna, a valiant warrior who possessed all qualities of five Pandavas together. One person only had all qualities of Pandavas. Actually, Pandavas are his brothers only, but his fate made him separated in childhood only. He had moral values of Yudhishthira, physical strength of Bhima, archery knowledge of Arjuna, good looks of Nakula, and knowledge of Sahadeva. Being raised in a low caste, that is a Shutaputra, they say, household, fought caste discrimination all his life. Abandoned by his mother at birth, that is Kunti, discarded by his teacher Drona and cursed by Parashurama, rejected by the society for his lineage, his life. His story generates a sense of helplessness and anger. Karna was one of the most important figure of Mahabharata or character of Mahabharata, known for his bravery, his eternity, enmity with Pandavas, and his friendship with Duryodhana, and you know great great qualities of generosity. Never bring indebtedness in friendship because friendship happens when people of equal mindset meet. Indebtedness hampers friendship. Problems come as opportunity in life if you are able to solve, if you will gain success. These are all the moral of this lesson, children. Now, we may be born with misfortunes, it may due others karna, but if we die with misfortunes, it is due to our own karma. Never make your life centered to defeating your competitor, children. You are your biggest competitor. Always compete with yourself. Everyone has got assets and liabilities. And strengthen your assets, children, and other things you forget. Now, I would like to read now the hard words from this lesson. Stupefied, anguish, acquiesced, acquiesced, chivalry, generalissimo, invigil, benediction, insignia. Now I'll read out glossary. Arena, a place of activity or conflict. Emanate, to come or flow from. Strode, walked with long steps. Clasped, held tightly. Blazing with wrath, burning anger. Prate unbidden, take too much uninvited. Here see the picture Karna showing is a great warrior, bold, brave and everything. And see here Parashurama curse Karna like this. Now now there are few questions I am going to ask you. Listen children, what are Karna's sacrifices? Second, where did Krishna meet Karna for the first time? Third, what did Krishna actually tell to Karna? Fourth, in the Mahabharata, who was Karna's foster father? One more question. Why did Parashurama curse Karna? Now next, what are the great qualities of Karna? Now one more thing I would like to say children in this, that is the main good characters of Karna. The first quality that Karna had is generosity and magnanimity. He never used to refuse anybody's request. Once Indra asked him his armor and earrings, Karna gave it to him, knowing very well that it was Indra in disguise. The second quality Karna had, that his sense of respect towards elders. He was reverential towards his father, his teacher Parashurama, and grandsire Bhishma. The third quality of Karna is fidelity, that means faithfulness towards Duryodhana. As Duryodhana supported him and helped him, Karna remained loyal to him, even though he later came to know that Pandavas were his brothers. The fourth quality of Karna is the respect he continued to show towards his adopted parents, who belonged to a lower caste and poorer class. He always called himself Radheya, the son of Radha and Adhiratha. The fifth quality of Karna is his confidence. He was very confident that he could easily defeat Arjuna in the combat and in the war. Both the times fate intervened, or else he would have won and he would have become a great personality or character in the history. So by this I'll wind up my class, and once you read the lesson children, very interesting, you will understand in detail, and I'll come back with other interesting lesson. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.